Okay, folks, welcome back. Welcome to day 2 of your Fit Foundations Phase 1 program. Hopefully, you've already done the first workout. If not, no worries. You could either come back and watch this video later or feel free to watch it now. We're just going to walk through what to expect in day 2 of your program. So let's hop to it. You can see here I'm on my home page and I've got day 2 Fit Foundations. I'm just going to click Start Workout. And of course, we have let's start working out again. I've got start section. We're going to flow through our warm-up sequence, just like we did on day 1. I'm going to click done. I completed my warm-up. Now I'm going to start my section here, my workout section. So today is day 2, and we're going to introduce some dumbbells. So you will do most of your exercises today with some weights, with a few caveats here that we're going to explain. And first up, we have the dumbbell reverse lunge. Now, notice that this says each side. So when we're lunging, that's one leg at a time. So if I lunge back with my right leg, then stand up, lunge back with my left leg, and then stand up, that's 1 rep. Okay, so that's how we would count that. And you can see here, we've got 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Now, your rest time is going to be 45 seconds again on this. And we have lower reps because this is a more challenging movement, a more challenging exercise than what you saw in day 1. Now, the way this works, when we have weight, we have of course, we still have a rep range. We want to record how many we do, but we also want to record our weight. So let's just imagine that for this exercise, you have a 10-pound dumbbell in each hand and you're holding them by your side. So in that case, I'm just going to click on this little pound hash sign right here for my first set. And I'm going to say 20 pounds, but I have 10 pounds of 10 pounds. That's 20 pounds is the total amount I'm lifting. I'm going to click done. And that records that I did 20 pounds. And let's just say I did 6 reps. I'll click done. And I'm going to, of course, click the complete. That's going to start my countdown timer. Now, as you progress through this, so you've got these dumbbell reverse lunges coming up for the next 3 weeks after this week, right? You're going to start to accumulate some history. And if you did on today, let's say you did 20 pounds, you did 6 reps. Well, it would be nice to know that information next week when the same exercise comes back up again and for us to be able to review our history. And for that, I want you to look right here. This is your history icon. And when I click on it, it's going to show me my history. And I can scroll down and I can see all the times that I've done this exercise. And it will show me, of course, the last time, the time before. It'll show me the weights and the reps that I did before. So I want you guys to get in the habit after this week of looking at your history to see what you did last week, because we want you to progress. So if this week you do 6 reps at 20 pounds, next week, we'd love for you to do 7 reps at 20 pounds. And then the next week, maybe 8 reps of 20 pounds. And then maybe we grab the 15-pound weights, right? So now we're at 30 pounds and we go back to 6 reps. So that's the idea of progressive overload. We want you guys to continually work at getting just incrementally a little bit stronger each week. So that's how that works. Wanted to show you that. And of course, we would go in here and we'd say, I did 20 pounds again. I did 6 reps and I'll click complete. Of course, I'll rest my 45 seconds. And then maybe on this last one, I'm starting to get fatigued and maybe I only did 4 on each side, right? I'll click done, complete, and there's my counter again. All right, so hopefully you get the idea here. This is how we add weight, how we add our reps, and that's how you view your history, which will be really important starting next week. But I wanted to make sure I showed you guys that. All right, before we leave dumbbell reverse lunges, let me talk to those of you that are not strong enough yet to do this as a weighted movement. In other words, you're not going to grab weight and do this. You can certainly do this body weight only. So if you're not familiar, dumbbell reverse lunges where you're going to step back with your right leg, gently touch your right knee to the ground and stand up powerfully, and then you're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. What you would do in that case for your body weight only is you're just going to come in here to the weight and you would record 0. Oops, let me back up. You would record 0. And then, of course, you'll record the number of reps and then click complete and your countdown timer will start. Now, there may be some of you that find that this motion is too challenging to do the full range of motion. In other words, you cannot step all the way back, lower with control, touch that back knee to the ground, and then stand up powerfully. In that case, what we want you to do is do as much of that motion as you're comfortable with. So in other words, maybe you step back and your knee goes halfway to the ground and then you're standing back up powerfully. That's fine. There's not a way to indicate that, hey, I only went halfway down, but your progressive overload, or the way we want you to progress, is not to add more reps the next time in a half reverse lunge, or certainly you wouldn't want to grab weights and do that. We want you to work on the range of motion. So your progression the next week when this comes back up is to try and get a little bit deeper into that reverse lunge and then stand back up on both sides and work on that balance, that coordination, that mobility, work on that strength, certainly. But that's the way you would progress this if you're not able to complete the full range of motion as you see in the video here. And that will go for any of the exercises that we talk about today that are weighted. Certainly that'll apply here to the dumbbell reverse lunge. But I wanted to mention that for those of you that may find this movement challenging. All right, so let's move along. Next, we're going to come up with a goblet cassock squat. Again, if you're not familiar with that movement, click the play here, but same thing as the dumbbell reverse lunge. You've got 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps. This is meant to be weighted. For some of you, that may be body weight only. That's fine. You would just come in here, you would put a 0 for weight, and you would say, okay, if you did maybe 7 of these on each side, and you click done, that'll get your timer going. So same thing with these weighted exercises. You're going to add your weight in here. Maybe on the next set, you decide, you know what, I am strong enough to, and I grab a 20-pound weight, but I could only do 5. And my 5 there. So that's how I would record that. Let's get my timer, but you get the gist, right? So you got 3 sets, 6 to 8 here, and then moving along, I'm going to swipe over. We have an Arnold press. This is a fantastic overhead pressing variation. And same thing, you're going to include your weight here, your reps. Keep in mind that as you progress, you can always come in here to your history and you can scroll down, scroll through and see what your history was, what you did last time. Next up, we have a kneeling kettlebell halo. This is a fantastic exercise for those of us over 50, really for anybody. It is a very functional movement. This is a core movement that will include core stabilization, core strengthening, as well as a shoulder mobility, stabilization, strengthening exercise. So really fantastic exercise. Make sure you watch the video. But you have 2 sets of this. You've got 8 to 12 sets. Notice that it's marked each side, so you'll see in the video what I mean there. But you're going to go one side right, one side left. That's going to be 1 rep. So you got 8 to 12 of those. This is a weighted exercise, so you record your weight, record your reps, and then I believe on this one you've got 30 seconds. Yeah, you got 30 seconds of rest on this. Skip timer. So you'll go ahead again. You'll come in here. You'll put your weight. You'll put your reps and of course click complete and that'll fire off the timer. All right. And we're going to finish today, day 2, with an elbow plank. I believe you guys saw this on day 1 as well. You got 2 sets of 30 seconds plank hold with a 30-second rest in between. And then when you finish, you're going to finish these. That'll bring you, this should look familiar. Hopefully it'll say you've completed 9 of 9 and you're going to swipe to finish. And remember, in this case, okay, you'll see from time to time, you'll see these little graphics pop up. Let me move my head so you can kind of see here. You can see this says, congratulations, you lifted 52 flamingos. You lifted 460 pounds during this workout. So it'll give you the time, the duration that you spent in your workout, and it'll give you the total amount of pounds that you lifted. Now, those of you that are international will give you the total kilos, so you can set kilos or pounds, but that's what that looks like. Remember, we're going to X out of this because we're not done, and we're going to rate how the workout was. I'm going to say this was challenging today. I had the weights, and there was, we had that crazy cassock squat, we had that dumbbell reverse lunge. That was challenging for me. And again, I can look through my workout details and see what I did there. So that's day 2. You guys go get after it. Have fun with this. Feel free to jump into the forum, leave any comments, what you found challenging, how the workout went for you. You can always take a screenshot if you get one of those little, hey, congratulations, you lifted 50 flamingos. Take a screenshot, share that with the community in the forum. Have fun with this. That's day 2. I'll see you guys in the next video for day 3.